name is Paige. I'm a 30-year-old housewife. I take care of the chores at home while also working as a video editor remotely from home. My husband Michael is an employee at a bank and our daughter Ashley is in preschool. Right off the bat, I'm always amazed at how incredibly sensitive children are. Sometimes it shocks me. Just the other day, this is what happened.
Oh, Mommy! Even though it's the afternoon, I can see Mr. Moon.
Oh, you're right.
But why is it so pale? It looks like Mr. Moon isn't feeling that good today. Oh, I know. Maybe if I color him with my yellow crayon, then he'll feel better, right?
Ashley, you're so sweet.
Anytime you're not feeling that great, I'll color you in with my crayons too, Mommy.
Thank you. Well, then, whenever you're not feeling that great, Ashley, I promise to color you in too. What color do you want?
I want white.
Okay, white it is. But why do you want white?
I want to be a geisha.
A geisha?
I want to be a geisha, and I'm going to bring a lot of people peace and happiness.
Well, sure. Anyway, because your mommy is mostly happy as long as you're feeling the best, Ashley.
Because I love you, Ashley. Yeah, I love you too, Mommy.
Just like this, I was able to live a happy and fulfilling life every day thanks to my beloved daughter. However, I never could have dreamt that such a nightmare incident would happen like that. Around that time, it was just when my work was starting to hit the highway and things were going well. I was able to meet a lot of good clients and my income was also growing. However, I also suddenly got a lot of requests to meet the deadline within a few hours and I became so busy that some days I wasn't able to even make a simple dinner.
Hey, tonight's dinner! What is this? It says stir-fried pork and miso soup and pickles. But you're home for most of the day, aren't you? Stir-fry's the easiest thing to make. Why can't you make something with a little bit more effort?
Sorry, today I got a few emergency jobs to finish.
Sheesh, I keep telling you to quit remote work already. I'm sure it's not even accounting to that much money anyways, is it?
That's not true. You may not know this because I take care of the family finances, but...
Liar, liar! More importantly, you need to put more effort into cooking. Do you know how hard I work as a bank employee? I come home exhausted from work, and this is my dinner. Don't you feel bad for me?
First of all, the reason why I became working from home was because of Michael's poor spending habits. Even today, he went out and bought a brand new expensive golf club, even though he has plenty of home that he's only used to once. We haven't even been able to save anything for Ashley's future, and so it was bothering me. However, at the very least, Michael would always take Ashley out on the weekends, and he was very proactive when it came to raising our daughter. I didn't want to complain too much to him, although I had a very strong feeling that the reason why he would go outside was because he didn't want to spend the weekend looking at my face, as he said. On that day, it was also a Sunday, and Michael took Ashley out to play in the park. The two of them came home around the evening, but...
We're home!
Welcome home! Wait, Ashley, what is that large box that you have?
It's a play pretend set. Daddy bought it for me.
A play pretend set.
You know, the one that they advertise on TV and commercials between the Sunday anime?
Wait a minute, from what I remember, didn't that cost like $300? The first thing that came into my mind was Michael's credit card statement from this month, when I was adding up all our other living expenses.
Mommy, listen to this! Today after we went shopping...
Hey, Ashley! I told you to keep that part a secret from Mommy, didn't I?
Huh? Keep it a secret from me?
Oh, hey, that's right, I almost forgot.
Ashley, what is the secret that you can't tell me?
I can't, because I promised Daddy that I wouldn't tell you, Mommy. And you can't break a promise. That's bad.
I was bothered by what this secret between Ashley and Michael could be. But Ashley then said that she was really hungry, so I immediately got dinner ready, and I tried not to press too much at the time. And then 1 week on, following the Sunday, Michael took Ashley out once again for the day, and by the time they came home, it was well into the evening again.
We're home!
Welcome home! Oh, wait, Ashley, Daddy bought you something again? When I looked down, Ashley was holding another bag from the toy store. However, when I looked at her face, it seemed like she was angry at me.
Shut up!
What?
I don't even want to look at your face, Mommy.
Huh? Wait, what on earth is she saying? I don't want to look at your face was something that Michael often said to me. And from that day forward, Ashley started to act really cold towards me. On the other hand, she was all over Michael way more than she ever was before, even that night.
Daddy, will you read me this book?
Until that day, I was always the one that would read Ashley her books at night. So I said,
Ashley, your mommy will read it for you.
When I went to reach for the book,
Ugh.
Ashley didn't say a word, and for a moment I thought she had a strange look on her face. But she got up and went right back to her room. I knew it. Why is she being so cold, and only to me? Hey, Michael, is it me or is Ashley a little bit weird today?
What? What do you mean a little bit weird?
What are you laughing about? Well, how do I say this? But it's pretty clear she was being cold and only to me. Hey, and you just laughed about it. Do you know something about this?
Huh? I don't know anything. But also, this is obviously because you're so strict on Ashley. You never buy her any expensive toys. So I'm sure she just hates you, that's all.
After that, days like this continued and I was lost. Ashley's attitude towards me only continued to get worse. Not only that, but she started saying things to me like, "You're always home, so stop slacking on the chores," or "Remote work is pathetic work," and things like that. Using words like slacking and chores, remote work, and pathetic work, does Ashley even know what those words mean? And not only that, but those are phrases that Michael is always using towards me. I wonder if Ashley is trying to act like her father. Or could it be that Michael did in fact brainwash her? The very next day after dinner, Michael and Ashley were watching TV together.
Paige, another drink.
Yeah. I was washing the dishes, but since Michael called for me, I stopped and I went to go get a beer from the fridge. However... Shoot! I forgot to buy them today! As I took off the apron, I replied, "I'm sorry, I forgot to go buy it. I'll go to the supermarket right now and buy your beer." When I said that,
Excuse me?
Michael started cackling and then he said,
Well, I guess it's about time. You can't even do the chores properly, and you forgot to buy the master of the house's beer. There's no need for a wife like that anymore, so get out!
Huh? What are you saying out of nowhere? Is this supposed to be a joke?
This isn't a joke, and this is all your fault, okay? Because you were slacking on the chores. That's the only reason why I'm saying this. Isn't that right, Ashley?
And then, to my shock, Ashley said,
That's right, Mommy! Get out!
Ashley, even you? Ashley, seriously, what's been going on with you lately? Please don't tell me that you're being serious right now.
Shut up! Get out!
How could she say such an awful thing? I couldn't believe that my beloved daughter was telling me to get out of the house. I was so shocked, I thought I might go crazy. The two of them were shouting at me to get out over and over again. My mind couldn't keep up, and I just stood there in shock, but eventually, I started to believe that I didn't have a place in my own house anymore. All right, fine.
What?
If that's what you want, Ashley, then Mommy will get out. Take care of yourself, okay? I desperately held in the tears that were waiting to overflow, and I packed up a simple bag and I left the house. I headed straight towards my parents' house. Luckily, my parents lived within walking distance, pretty close to the neighborhood. My mom was home and I explained the situation to her in tears and she agreed to let me stay there for a while. From there, my heart was completely empty. All I could do was worry whether Ashley was doing well, if she was healthy, if she missed me at all. But then I flashed back to the memory of her telling me to get out, and every single day I was depressed. However, a few days later, the front door to my mother's house rang and I dragged my feet over to the door, where I heard a small voice.
Mommy, is that you?
Before I could even think, my body reactively moved and rushed to the front door. When I opened up the door, Ashley was there and I immediately grabbed her and held her tight in my arms. Ashley! I was crying, but Ashley also had tears in her eyes. And then...
Mommy, I'm so sorry that I said all those terrible things to you. I realized that even if you're not my real mommy, that you're my only mommy for me.
Ashley? What do you mean, not your real mommy? Wait. Huh? What did she just say? It was after this that I discovered the shocking reality. Sheesh, that bastard! How dare he! I'll never forgive him! I'm going to take him down and make him pay for this! Immediately after that, I received a phone call from the preschool that Ashley was attending, and the teachers were panicking that Ashley disappeared. It turned out that as soon as the parents were supposed to come and pick up the children, Ashley escaped out of the preschool and ran here. I apologized for making them worry and informed them that Ashley was with me, and I hung up the phone. And then, right after, I had a phone call from Michael.
Hello? I just thought we needed to face reality and talk about this now. That's why I'm calling. I just finished work, and I'm about to get on the train home, so I'll be straightforward with you. But what are you gonna do about all of your stuff that's left in the house? I'm sure you're at your parents' house anyway, but it's a pain to send it all over there. So,
Is that so? Well, you can just throw it all away then.
Okay, well then, you get the divorce papers ready and send them to me.
Got it. Then you get Ashley's belongings ready and send them over here, okay?
Sure. Wait, what? Wait, what did you just say? Don't be crazy. Obviously, I'm gonna have full custody of Ashley, so why would I have to send it over there?
Well, you should probably know that Ashley ran away from preschool and she came to see me.
What did you say?
On the other end of the phone, Michael was shocked and he raised his voice.
Hey! I bet you went to the preschool and forced Ashley to come with you!
Of course I would never force her to do that. Why don't you call the preschool and confirm yourself?
Huh?
He must have heard the confidence in my voice because he went quiet and seemed to believe that Ashley came to me out of her own will.
You're lying. No way! I bet you just put on a fake act and tricked Ashley into taking your side, didn't you? You! What did you do? You better tell me!
I didn't do anything. Ashley made the decision herself and she came here herself. So anyway, that's that. So it looks like we're gonna need to talk about custody of Ashley. Can you make your way over to my family house now? And more than anything, it's not just parental custody that I need to talk to you about.
What?
We need to talk about the settlement fee, especially since you were having an affair. Michael must have panicked at those words because I heard his cell phone drop to the ground. And then he must have scrambled to pick up his cell phone because I heard the shuffling. And then he said,
Where is this coming from? I didn't, but because you were always snacking on chores.
I was doing all the cooking, the laundry, and the cleaning every single day. Who on earth would look at that and say I was slacking on the chores?
Well, that's before you used to make more fancy meals, and yet...
Are you trying to say that that's why you cheated on me? You're just trying to justify yourself by placing the blame on your own sins just to suit yourself.
Like I said, who said I was cheating?
Who do you think it is that leaked the fact that you were cheating on me? Get this, it was Ashley.
What?
It's not that she leaked it, but she just told me that her real mommy was at home with her right now and that she was meeting her real mommy every weekend with Daddy until now. So I asked her to tell me a little bit more and she told me everything.
What?
So you were telling Ashley that I'm not her real mommy, weren't you? And that's why Ashley was being so cold to me. Isn't that right? To justify yourself and make yourself look better, you made me the bad guy, involved our child in this. What the hell do you think you're doing, huh? I finally raised my voice and Michael let out a weak sound, but this guy, how unfair was he going to play? He still tried to lie to me throughout to suit himself.
Are you seriously going to believe the words of a little preschool kid? I swear I wasn't cheating or...
Ugh, there's no point in lying anymore. My mom just went back to that house and confronted your little mistress and she confessed to everything.
You gotta be kidding me!
And that was when I hung up on him. 20 minutes later.
Paige, please give me full custody of Ashley. The woman that I'm dating right now is infertile and will never be able to have kids.
Daddy.
That was when Ashley came out of the living room.
Ashley, you want to live together with your daddy, right?
What are you saying?
Huh?
Daddy is a liar! I hate you! You're not my daddy anymore! Get out, you old man!
When Ashley heard the truth, she was furious, just like that. After saying what she needed to say to him, she turned around and went back to the living room. As for Michael, he was sobbing at the front door. So, about parental custody? Michael dropped his shoulders and mumbled.
It's all over. Everything is over.
As he crumbled tears. Come on, like I said, what are we gonna do about parental custody? I'm gonna take it, you know that, right? Michael was a mess of tears as he fell to the ground and nodded his head. Well then, you can speak to my lawyer for the rest. Goodbye. Even after I closed the front door on him, I could hear Michael crying and sniffling on the other side of the door for a while. After that, I succeeded in getting Michael to pay a settlement fee and child support fees, as well as collecting a settlement fee from his mistress as well. Of course, I gained all parental custody of Ashley. Apparently, he had told his mistress, "There's no way that my wife is gonna find out about our affair, don't worry!" And yet she was sued for a settlement fee as well, which was the worst outcome for her. The two of them got into a huge fight about this and fell apart. As for the mistress, her parents found out about the situation and they disowned her. Even though she was unemployed before, in order to earn the money to pay the settlement fee and to survive, she had to pick up multiple part-time jobs. Michael was also disowned by his parents. And because his company found out about the situation, he was shunned and ended up resigning. Michael lost his family, his beloved daughter, and his job, and I heard now that he's holed up at home all alone. And in order to earn money to pay the settlement fee, the child support fees, living expenses, and pay off his credit card debt, he's apparently started working remote despite belittling me so much for it. But I heard that it's not going well for him at all. He was only able to earn a couple dollars per month, and so he eventually had to turn to black money. I can only imagine that the future for him is dark for him. Well then, on the other hand, for me, I continued to work remote from home while raising Ashley. But a few years later, at our preschool graduation, I met a man who was working at Ashley's preschool. A few days later, he asked me out and we began dating. He was a teacher that Ashley also loved, and she was really excited about it. After 3 years of dating, when I told Ashley that the teacher was going to become her dad, she seemed really happy. Looks like she's completely forgotten about the other guy already. Even though she's young, Ashley must have felt the instant that the connection between a parent and his child isn't just about being connected by blood. And then 6 months after I got remarried, I became pregnant. I was able to give birth to a beautiful baby named Pauline. Ashley became a big sister.
Pauline, your big sister is gonna sing you a song. La 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 la.
Ah, an old geisha song. You really do love them, don't you?
Hey, Mommy.
What's the matter? Why are you suddenly so down?
I'm really sorry, Mommy, for saying such terrible things to you before. That you were the worst, that I hated you, and to get out.
Hey, stop it. That was already years ago. You're still worried about that?
Because...
Ashley, I know that you know what's right and wrong now, that you can't say things like that to people. And that's enough. It's okay now.
I'm gonna become the bestest big sister so that I can be helpful to you and Daddy and Pauline, okay?
Kids sure do grow up fast. And I'm truly so grateful that I can be by her side to watch her grow up. I'm sure all kinds of things are going to happen from now on, but as their mother, I'm going to continue working hard so that I can be strong for my 2 beloved daughters and be there for them when they need me.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!